Hello class 9 students. Chapter 7 Triangles. Exercise 7.1. Today I will teach you question number 7. Look at the question. AB is a line segment and P is its midpoint. D and E are points on the same side of AB such that angle BAD and ABE both are equal. Angle EPA equal to angle DPB, then so that these two triangles are congruent and AD is equal to BE. Diagram also given in this question. This is your question. Now, when you will answer this, first write the given materials as well as you have to draw the diagram. I wrote the question for you. Now we will start answering. In your answer, first write the given material, given materials and draw the diagram. First given thing, AB is a line segment, D is the line segment and P is given as a midpoint. If P is the midpoint, then this one and this one both are equal. D and E both are the points on the same side of AB such that angle BAD, you could see here BAD, so this angle and angle ABE, this angle, both are equal. Angle EPA, this double marking I hope you can see, is equal to angle DPB. With the help of this you are going to prove it. Triangle DAP, this triangle and triangle EBP both are congruent. I have to prove triangle DAP, this triangle, and triangle EBP, this triangle. Both the triangles you are going to make congruent. And second question, AD is equal to BE. Now, your triangle is DAP and second triangle is EBP. For this triangle, this angle, and for this triangle, this angle, both are given equal. Because of the midpoint, these two parts are equal. But problem is this angle, which is given to me. But our triangle is DAP. In this triangle, this angle is not coming. We are going to have this angle till this much. So, I'll repeat again. In this triangle, I need this angle, full APD, but it is given to me this angle and this angle both are equal. So with these equal parts, if we can add this between this small portion, you could see I think, then this plus this can give me this angle APD and this one plus this one can give me the angle BPE. Because my triangle is DAP and EBP, so that this full angle and this full angle both are needed. So number 1, while proving, first you take this given material, angle EPA and DPB, both are given already. These two angles are already given equal. Let us take this. With this EPA and DPB, let us add this small part EPD. So this plus this can give me this full angle APD and this one plus this one together can give me full angle BPE, which is required by me. So you are adding angle EPD on both sides. This plus this can give us APD and this plus this will give me BPE. Again, this also given in the question. BAD and ABE both are equal. BAD means this angle and ABE means this angle. But our triangle is DAP, where B is not coming. So this BAD I am changing into PAD, meaning same. It was given to me angle BAD, but I need this triangle. For that PAD is required. So PAD, and that side instead of writing ABE, we are taking PBE, because in this triangle EPB I am not going to get a point. That's why the name should change, as if this is your full name and nickname we are using, just like that. So BAD changes into PAD, ABE we are changing into PBE. Now select both the triangles, in triangle DAP and triangle EBP. This and this already proved is written on the top. That's why inside the bracket you write proved above. AP and BP, because of the midpoint, both are equal. Since already P is given as a midpoint, and angle APD and angle BPE both are equal, proved above. So both the triangles are congruent by angle side angle congruency. And you know that when triangles are congruent, then remaining all the parts are equal. So AD and BE both are equal by CPCT. So it is proved. So in this question number 7, maybe so many things are there, but one thing, we are getting the given materials, everything from the question itself, and this is our question. So given and to prove, along with diagram you should write. Then only problem is that which angle I need, which is desired to us, that is not available. That's why by taking this one, we are adding both side EPD so that we can get angle APD and angle BPE. Remember that which triangle you are using, its component only required. So this also adjusted, and this name also I have changed. From full name we made the short name, because according to our triangle this name is required. That's why. After that you select both the triangles, write 3 conditions according to angle side angle congruency, and prove both are congruent. Then second question, both the triangles are congruent means both are equal. AD and BE both are equal by CPCT. That's your question number 7. Now exercise 7.1, question number 8. A bit long question. In right triangle ABC, right angle at C, diagram also given in the question itself. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. That means it is already given right angle triangle. M is the midpoint for the hypotenuse AB. C is joined to M and it is produced up to a point D such that DM and CM both are equal. D point and B point already connected. Then so that first question, this triangle and this triangle both are congruent, AMC and BMD. Second, I have to prove this angle is also right angle. We don't know whether it is a right angle or not. So this we are going to prove it is a right angle, 90 degree. Third, I have to prove this triangle DBC and this triangle ACB both are congruent. And finally, we are going to prove CM is half of the whole line AB. Half of the whole line AB. So, given material you have to write, diagram also you have to write. You have to draw the diagram, but since place is not sufficient, that's why diagram I have drawn little up. So given material, let us write in right triangle ABC, right angle at C. All are given materials. M is the midpoint for AB, so these two parts are equal. C is going to join with M and extended up to D such that this DM and CM both are also equal, and D point connected to B point. Then I have to prove one by one all these 4 questions. So first we are going to prove triangle AMC and BMD both are congruent. This one and this one both are congruent. So to prove these two congruent, this triangle and this triangle, these two parts are already equal. These two parts are also equal. These angles are vertically opposite angles. So by side angle side, side angle side, we can make them congruent. So first question number 1, in triangle AMC and triangle BMD, I have taken first AM equals to BM, that is M is the midpoint of AB. Angle AMC and angle BMD both are equal vertically opposite angles. CM and DM both are equal already given. Then both the triangles are congruent under side angle side congruency. First one done. Now second I have to prove angle DBC is a right angle. That means this angle DBC, this angle DBC, we are going to make it is 90 degree. So for that, first congruency is done. Now since both the triangles are already congruent, I have proved already in question number 1. So since both the triangles are congruent, then angle ACM and BDM, this is your B, so I hope you can understand, ACM and BDM both are equal by CPCT. Look at the figure, ACM, this angle, and BDM, this angle, both are equal. Since both the triangles are congruent, this and this both are equal by CPCT, and both the angles are alternate interior angles, so lines are parallel to each other. That means AC and DB both are parallel. And if these two are parallel, then this angle and this angle both are consecutive interior angles, they are supplementary. So, because without diagram I cannot show, so I have to go back to show the diagram, because every time we cannot draw the diagram also. So please check it properly. So since both the triangles are congruent, angle ACM and angle BDM both are same by CPCT. That is, a pair of alternate interior angles is equal. So AC and DB both are parallel. AC and DB parallel means angle ACB plus DBC, as I have shown already from the sketch, both are equals to 180. That is, consecutive interior angles is supplementary. ACB as a right triangle, already it is given 90 degree in the question itself. So 90 plus angle DBC, which is equal to 180 degree. Now DBC is coming out 90. That means angle DBC is a right angle. Now third, let us check third question. Third question, triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. DBC is this triangle, DBC, this full big triangle this side, and ACB is this side triangle. Both I have to show congruent, but already I have shown these two are congruent. So along with these two, if this small portion, this triangle, if you are adding, then this plus this can give us ACB. This triangle plus this triangle also can give us DBC. So to prove third one, you don't need to go for any congruency condition. You can use this simple idea. This already proved in question number 1, that is proved above. Now both sides you are adding triangle BNC. Left side also, right side also. So inside the bracket you can write adding triangle BMC on both sides. Now these two together is giving you ACB. These two together it is coming DBC. That means triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. Now fourth one. Third question done. This is your third answer. Now fourth one. Fourth question they said CM is equal to half of AB. That is, this CM is half of the whole line AB. For that I have to show this AB and CD both are equal, because these two parts already equal, these two already equal. So if I can show these two are also equal, then it will come out. And already we know that this triangle ACB and this triangle DBC both are congruent. So to write the fourth answer, please check. Since triangle DBC and triangle ACB both are congruent, proved above, then CD and AB both are equal by CPCT. And already we have CD and CM and DM both are equal. That's why in place of CD we can write double of CM. And CM is equal to half of AB. Let us check once more. From the sketch, without sketch it will not come out. Since this full triangle and this full triangle both are congruent, then this CD and this AB both are equal. And already we have CM and DM both are equal. That means full line I can write double of CM also. That only I did. So to prove the fourth one, since both the triangles are congruent, CD and AB both are equal by CPCT. In place of CD we are writing double of CM, which is equal to AB. That is, CM is half of AB. So question number 8 is completed. With this I will conclude today. Only 2 questions, but very big questions. So practice very well. Bye for today.